3, 2, 1, let's go! I'm the host of the PBE podcast, Troy Tittlemeyer, sitting down at Image 2023, riding that razor's edge of technology and applied geoscience.
The acoustic properties of rocks are phenomenal. For example, when we first started doing microseismic, we were listening for the little snap, crackle, pop that would happen, and this is before we were doing fracking, when the sun goes over or when the moon goes over. Because any one of those earth tide effects will cause the small fractures in the subsurface to move. And if you can pick up those small events, you can start to map where the fractures are in the subsurface and then maybe start to predict where fluids are flowing. All just from the sun and the moon going over.
And from
or a train passing by. You know, in the Russians actually noticed that when a train went by one of their oil fields, production would go up.
Come on.
So they took trains and flattened the wheels and drove the trains around their field going thump, to thump, to thump, to thump, and it increased production. And one of the very early, I mean, they actually were doing this. One of the American labs, I don't know whether it was Lawrence Berkeley or whatever, they actually developed a tool that you could put down hole that would put out a vibration that would cause the fractures to vibrate and cause more oil to flow.
Wow.
Down in South America, Shell actually experimented in Colombia with that when there were natural earthquakes and those earthquake waves would go through their fields, they would experience a pulse of gas coming up their wells. Now, they're not going to cause earthquakes to improve their production, but they wanted to understand why that was.
What was going on,
So that those mechanical things that are going on the earth that are due to natural forces, that's what passive seismic is all about. And have we unlocked all the opportunities? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because we get dragged into doing commercial things, you know, so that we can feed our family and pay the mortgage. But if you sit and start talking like this, you can get really excited about the neat things you can do.
Yeah. Dr. Peter Duncan, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Troy. I appreciate it.
Likewise.